Heading to the start of this group of skaters, Kaho, Yamashita and Yuto Nagata, the two 19-year-olds representing Japan. And they said that they chose the free dance music after discussing with the coaches. And this morning in practice, their energy perfectly attuned to the track that they're using. Music by Raul Fernando for Kaho and Yuto. Kaho, Yamashita and Yuto Nagata conclude a busy 2 weeks. They competed, as I said, in the rhythm dance in the Chris Reed Trophy last week. I saw them as they arrived on Tuesday, and this is a team that is a homegrown Japanese team working with Ria Arakawa and Aro Tateno. And we were just talking off air about how wonderful it is to see different skating nations represented, and great to see that their training and their education to bring them to this level of quality is done in Japan. And so that hopefully will serve as an inspiration. And we've talked about Kathy Reed and all she's doing to celebrate the continued progression of ice dancers in Japan, and that continued by Ria Arakawa and these guys as well.
It's so neat to see these Japanese dance teams continue to progress, and they bring something special and unique and different to the ice dance competition. And we see that in all the different teams that we've seen as we take a look at the stationary lift, which I always find kind of interesting. I always like the stationary lift. She like they're flying.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. And it's interesting because the teams, they have the choice of the different options in the stationary lift that they're choosing, hoping to get the highest grade of execution, as we see them working through the twizzles. Remember, 2 to 4 steps in between the first and the second. Slight loss of synchronicity, but I thought this camera angle really showcased the unison between Kaho and Yuto. Just there. Here, this entry into this reminded me of Madison Hubble and Zachary Donahue on the curve lift, and this team, as we've seen with others, choosing instead to do 2 short lifts. And they had level 4 on both, which is normal to see, but what they'll be eager to achieve is that really positive grade of execution. As is always the case with the Japanese skaters, signaling gratitude with their bow when they're seen on camera, and I just so respect that. That's so cool.
Yeah, it really is tremendous. 77.56, their personal best, season's best as well. They come close to that, and we'll find out. They'll need an 80.74 to take the lead. That probably will not happen, but a good outing.
And as I mentioned,
it's so good to see that this discipline grow in Japan.
Yeah, and as I think I mentioned in their previous Junior Grand Prix, great to see them exploiting the age changes this year, whereby both parts of the dance team in juniors can compete up to the age of 21. And so Kaho and Yuto having the chance to continue in juniors to amass more experience, because as they said, they don't get a lot of exposure to elite level competition in Japan, and using this as an opportunity to help them before they head to seniors.
And that may change in time if they continue to develop more teams in Japan.
Kaho, Yamashita, and Yuto, NAGATA is
Well, 72.75 for Kaho and Yuto. That is 4th in the free dance with a total competition score of 121.72. That will put them currently into 2nd place.
Kaho, Yamashita, and Yuto, NAGATA from Japan have earned 121.